Hey there, it is Friday, checking in for our usual weekly update and just kind of hootenanny, mess around thing. What is it? It's July 11th. We are in the second half of the year, and it's been an interesting week around here. Really interesting week around my house. We got a house full of people. We've had so many. My daughter Rebecca is home, and she's got some friends visiting, and oh my gosh. Anyway, she is threatening to come to camp this year. She's getting really talented, right? She was working on this the other day. We gotta get some more videos of Rebecca. I think there was one a long time ago for her working on Blackbird. Well, anyway, okay. Too much information, huh? This week, a couple of interesting things. We slipped out an Al Stewart video to our target members that was from part of his workshop last week, and the thing with those is that they are now, the rest of them are going to come out sometime soon, but they're only going to be available to last year's camp attendees and ones that are signed up for this year. So if you'd like to have access to all the cool stuff that we did with Al Stewart and Muriel and Alex DeGrassi and Doug Young and Steve, and yours truly, you think about joining us at the camp. But what I mostly want to do is run down some of the things that we did this week and probably play something. We've got a few little what's new on the horizon. I'm trying to record, make videos. I'll tell you about this next week. It's kind of a where am I going with this? Thinking about Bach. I'm kind of having issues with the whole thing of playing classical pieces on steel string guitar, and I'm going to try to record my versions of some of the ones we've been working on, or that I've been threatening to work on, and see what everybody thinks about hearing these on steel string guitars. Now I know you guys are the TG faithful are gonna be like not an unbiased audience probably, but hopefully I'll get to some of those next week. Let's see, what do we have this week? How'd that go? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just had to, one of my students was messing around with that, and I thought it's just time that everybody learned, so you want to be a rock and roll star. The other songs we had this week were, of course, Vanessa brought out Love Someone, Jason Mraz. And as I think I mentioned in the little description of this, I finally just, well, not finally, as soon as Sandy and I were talking last week at her lesson, that this is so darn hard it makes it no fun to play. And so one day last week I put together a couple of alternate ways of playing that little part. So I hope people have kind of checked that out. And that's of course Whodunit. Now we've still got a little bit more of Whodunit to go. Hopefully we'll get that next week. I gotta get you a video of my student Chris playing this. Anyway, got this teenage student that is phenomenal. So, let's see. Sandy, we worked on playing with a metronome and made big improvements on her version of Neil Young's My Hey Hey. So that was another fun one this week. And what was the big news? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, how can we do this? chord. What am I thinking? But anyway, that might make a good solo. Speaking of solos, I just noticed this comment early this morning from Web TV Dan. Good to hear from you again, buddy. Actually, we had a few really old timers drop in. Whammer slipped into the song title thread. Very nice. Good to hear you're still around, Tammy. Anyway, and I think she was instrumental in the banner. Oh man, I gotta go back and do my research through the archives. But welcome back to the front line. And anyway, the question about chord solos was pretty interesting because I don't really have a separate list of lessons that do have chord solos in them. So if anybody, Willem I noticed brought one up, everybody knows, well, at least this one was fresh on my mind. So, yeah, the Hallelujah one that came out just recently. I think, did I ever fix up, Truckin'? I hope so. Somebody let us know. If not, I gotta get to that one too. Let's see, did we forget something else? No, we talked about Whodunit, Jim Croce, Neil Young, Love Someone, the Byrds. Another song that would sound great on a 12-string. Get out the Roger McGuinn. Hope you guys have. Hope people are familiar with the Martin 7-string Roger McGuinn model. That is a guitar with only one extra string can really sound like a 12-string. Can get the unique sound of a 12-string. Why am I putting a commercial in here for Martin? I don't know. But if you've seen Roger perform at all in the recent past, it is, or even in the last many years, he's got a guitar that just has an extra G string on it. So he's got that octave. So when he plays the G, what you hear is this. And that's how you get the sound to that very distinctive opening of a lot of Byrds tunes, particularly stuff like Mr. Tambourine Man and other stuff like that. So, okay, I am getting back to my hardcore classic chord. There's a middle part to this that is really pain. I gotta do this over and over. See? Don't try to play it that fast. Yeah, that was manageable. A really nice ending to this. I don't think I've ever done the ending before for you guys. This is, of course, Villalobos Etude number 1. The Scheherazade chord. And what does this one sound like to you? Okay. Enough on Villalobos today. See you next week.